Good morning, everyone. This is Brad Matheny. Today is May 29th. This is the SPY daily chart. And while I was looking at the market today and going over the data, I wanted to touch base with you guys briefly about why Fibonacci price theory and price action is the ultimate indicator. Okay, so we're going to go over some basic things real quick. First, everybody needs to be aware of this previous high point right here. This is a high point that existed back on, go away, on March 27th, 2024. Sorry, March 28th, 2024. It set up a unique high. A unique high in Fibonacci price theory is a high price that has not been reached in the previous 15 to 20 bars, maybe a bit longer. We had confirmation of that high, then we had rejection at that high right here. We're going to go over these types of bars here in a minute. As we came back down and rolled lower, we ended up with a unique price low down here. A unique price low is a low that exists where the low has not been touched in the last 15 or 20 bars. Now, obviously, this is not a unique price low. So what is it? This is what's called a standout low. And as we move down here, getting to this low, we're getting closer to a unique low. This low, I would say, qualifies as a unique low because it hasn't been touched in the last 15 or 20 bars. Subsequent unique lows like this one, this one, this one, and this one, then ultimately set our unique low price down here once we get this pivot confirmation. So we have a unique high price here and a unique low price down here, okay? Now, intermediately, you can see we get standout highs, like right here. Highs have been touched in the last 15 to 20 bars. Low, standout low, have been touched in the last 15 to 20 bars. Standout high has been touched in the last 15 or 20 bars. Standout low has been touched in the last 15 or 20 bars. Now we're getting up into unique high territory over here. I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And this is close. 15 to 20 bars. This is definitely a unique high right here. Okay, let me get rid of that little guy. This is definitely a unique high. And this would indicate that we're now breaking away from a consolidated trend and moving higher. But there's early warning signs. Like, for example, this standout high gets breached right here. This high price level, I'll draw a horizontal line. So when you get into these highs getting breached and then highs getting breached continually, like this high here, eventually this high gets breached right across here on a closing price basis. These are confirmations that we're getting uptrends. Now we come over here to this rollover, and what's very interesting is that price as the ultimate indicator is giving us a pretty clear definition. So now let's go through these big breakout bars. These big breakout bars, and the way I look at a breakout bar is a bar where the close is outside of the last three highs or lows. So in this case, lows, whereas here we have a close that's above the last three highs. That's what I call a breakout bar. So when you get into this scenario where this close up here is above, right here is above the previous three highs, that's another breakout bar. That's another indication of trending. So you can see here, we get a breakdown bar here, okay? We get a breakdown bar here. 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 And we get a breakdown bar here. Pretty indicative of downward price trending. We get no upward breaking bars there. We finally get an upward breaking bar here, which is indicating we're now potentially changing momentum and direction. We get an upward breaking bar here. We get a upward breaking bar here. We get another one here, another one here, another one here, another one here, and that's it. That looks like it. Now, we get a big breakdown bar right here. Change that to red. And now we're in this consolidation period. So I'm showing you Fibonacci price theory and breaking bar confirmation, which is all price. Remember, we're not looking at indicators. We're not looking at custom waves or whatever else. We're just looking at price. Okay. Price then indicates where we should be looking for price support. So we now have a rotation downward here, which means we've got to break below this low level, which happens to coincide with this previous unique high. Okay, in order to get lower. And then we have this standout low back over here, which coincides a little bit with this low right here. Okay, but again, this low becomes very important. So I'll make this brighter so you can see it and understand that what we're looking at now is price in and of itself is trapped right now within this range. And within this range is going to stay until it decides to make some sort of a directional change. So right now, price is trapped within this range. I will highlight it in blue and light blue. And that is where price will stay until it gets out of that range. So the SPY must move above 527.30, this blue line. I'll try to make this blue line a little darker. Here. Must move above this blue line right here in order to get any type of upward momentum, and must move below this red line right here, 524.50, in order to get any downside momentum. Now, because this immediately failed, and it appears to be failing over here, plus the fact that we were in a more dominant uptrend to begin with, leads me to believe, and I'll come back in this area and do this, leads me to believe that the market is going to attempt to move from this low up through these levels, through this congestion, and then up into the 550 to 560, maybe 580 area. I do believe that you're going to be looking at a fairly strong upward trend at this point, particularly as long as this 524.50 level continues to stay as support. Now remember, this is above this previous unique high. So this support level adds, very credible right here. Make it 4, make it dashed. Adds very credible support right here. 524.50 roughly. That adds very credible support for the market. We're looking for the market to hold at this level on the SPY, and we're looking for a momentum bar to the upside. Particularly at this point with this new lower bar here, if we close here, we would be looking for any breakout above this level would be a pretty good indication that we are now moving to the upside. So again, if you look at this from a pure price technical standpoint, any move above 530.50 on the SPY would indicate a technical breakout to the upside. And as long as this support level holds, this is a very low risk entry right here, believe it or not, a very low risk entry given the fact that we've seen this move. So look, here's our last unique little or standout low. We actually have another one here, but we can't rely on that. It's too close. So this is our previous standout low. We can again use these standout lows and unique highs to pinpoint as I'm trying to get this right on the money, right about there, pullbacks. So look, this pullback here dropped right into the 382 and 50 area. Let me highlight this, which is right here, 382 to 50. So I'm going to draw this again right here. And I'm going to just highlight the fact that this is major support right there. We have major support right in the 382 to 50 area, right here. The fact that we rejected right here and we've come back and retested right here again indicates that we're very, very likely, if this level holds, to move higher. Price is the ultimate indicator. You do not need technicals. They're helpful technical indicators and up-down volume and studying other markets like the transportation index and gold and the US dollar. But ultimately, what you really want to focus on is price. Price tells you everything. And if you can focus on price and get the right direction, you can become a much better and much more effective trader. Okay, so right now, I want you to pay attention to this video. Maybe take a look at some of the other videos I put up on TradingView and see for yourself if you can understand how breakout bars and Fibonacci price theory work to deliver an ultimate type of price indicator and give you optimum solutions for trying to find entry points and trends as price continues to move. All right, guys, that's it for now. Remember, watch my videos on TradingView.